Вітаю, dear viewers and subscribers. Today we will talk about temperatures on your laptop, in most cases, how to decrease it, how to have more stable performance at all, maybe lower noise from laptop fans without any bizarre laptop pads which you can use to cool down maybe. This video not unique. It's in most cases just a compilation about and verification different ways which I find on the internet. After main part we talk about how we can improve these results, and I will not stop on some type how I tested everything, how I measure it, because it's boring. I just go straight to conclusion what worked for me and maybe work for you. So without any extra yapping, let's go to conclusions. And so, first of all, I have a laptop which called Lenovo IdeaPad Gaming 3 with Intel Core i5 12450H, not HX one, and RTX 3060 with 105 watts of power. This laptop haven't any fan control. I can't control my fans. That's very important thing. This laptop have not bad solution in cooling, built-in cooling, because my GPU never go higher than 65 degrees Celsius. I see some people have really like high 85, 90 degrees on GPU. I don't have this problem at all. I only have high temperature problem on CPU. But I think you find different ways to improve this situation with my advices. And first advice which I can give you, connected to CPU. We will work by about software solutions and hardware solutions. Let's start from software solutions. First, limit your undervolt your CPU. First advice from me: undervolt your CPU. CPU consume undervolting means that you adjust your electricity consumption from your CPU and you have the same performance, like you decrease voltage, decrease electricity line for your CPU take less electricity, generate less heat, but have overall same performance, because from factories brands make a little bit higher CPU voltage by default, because they have huge numbers of this CPU, and nobody know which CPU will work on the lowest voltages possible. So every processor have higher voltages, higher electricity pressure than it actually need in some cases. So watch on internet how to undervolt your CPU. That's really help. But unfortunately my CPU don't support undervolting, because I have H series processor where settings, electricity settings and voltage settings is logged by Intel, but AMD users and Intel HX series users can easily do that. And yeah, a little bit small warning and alert: I don't responsible if you break your machine. Everything you do on your own risk. That's very, very important thing. Second, what you need to do to achieve a good effect is limit your CPU. CPU wattage consumption. What I mean? After you undervolt your processor, for example, my Intel Core i5 can boost to 125 watts and in average work in 65-70 watts range. But you know that maybe you see that your cooling system can't handle this. temperature handles this power. So after you like sit in your CPU working for a few seconds on a very high voltage, like 80 watts, then after a short period of time throttling start and your CPU dropping power to like for example 30 watts, and most of time you working on 30 watts. That's really shit. So I propose you to limit your CPU, for example 40 watts. In my case I changed to 50, but previously I used 40 watts. Yes, you losing some power, but let's think from another perspective. You using your CPU by default with highest possible performance, but after a few seconds throttling start and you just using 30 watts actually in a real scenario. If you limiting your CPU to 40 watts for 40 or 50 watts or 35 watts, whatever you choose, you have first of all lower temperatures. Second, your CPU never throttle because you don't give any possibility to reach high temperature enough. So at all you have more stable work, more stable CPU state, and in average you have higher watts, higher power, because like after throttle your processor will work like 30 watts maybe, and if you limit it to 40 you have at least 40 watts more in most scenario than you using your CPU by default. I hope you understand what I try to explain you. You can use like Lenovo give me an application Lenovo Vantage, but I can't on this laptop control CPU wattage, CPU power, fan control, because my laptop not expensive enough. So I use on-site solution like throttle stop or other application that you can find on the internet. I use throttle stop to limit watt and power consumption from my CPU. Let's go straight to third advice. And advice number 3, undervolt your GPU. Not a really big deal or issue. If you know how to undervolt your CPU, that's easy to you to undervolt your GPU. Principle the same. You lowering wattage and have the same performance. Like your GPU use less electricity to generate more performance, generate the same level of performance. And at MSI Afterburner, some of you can adjust fan speed in some cases, at other stuff. So undervolt your GPU, that will help you too. So fourth, advice number 4, adjust your, and very big, really important thing, adjust your inbuilt CPU fan work. My laptop, as I said previously, not very expensive, so I haven't this possibility and I can't almost do anything about that. I find some solution, but that's not a full solution, because if I'm not mistaken, this application, which called read and write utility, RV, I just changed some parameters in motherboard settings in embedded controller. So that's very dangerous, because it can break your laptop at all, your machine. I find some video on YouTube where men show how if you change some parameters, some numbers in these lines, your fans start working faster. And yes, I find these parameters, this work for me, but not as good as your custom fan presets. What I mean, my laptop have very idiotic way to work, especially when we talking about cooling system. Firstly, how it work on my laptop. Firstly, my CPU and GPU, mostly CPU, need to hit very high throttle temperatures, and only after that fans and coolers start working on full power and cooling my machine. So that's very idiotic. I recommend you to, if you have this possibility, to set up your fans for optimal performance, and these fans must work in a way to prevent any throttling. So your fans like working at maybe 50 or 80%, but you never have throttling, and fans don't need to start catching these high temperatures and try to overwork. They haven't this power to overwork if CPU already overheated. So very important thing, if you have this possibility, adjust your fan speed to match when your CPU and GPU never overheated. That your fans working in together with other components of your system, and you have very good temperatures. That's very important step to have a really good working machine, stable performance on your machine, on your PC, laptop. So now we're talking mostly about hardware part. I don't mention any inbuilt brand applications like Lenovo Vantage or MSI centers or something like that, because every application is different. On some application you have some features, on some no. So that's all about how you find what work for you or what not. Let's go to advice number 5 or 6, if I'm not mistaken, about hardware. I try different solutions, different laptop pads, cooling pads, and find out that main problem with these pads, they really big and they don't create enough airspace for your inbuilt coolers fans. So I recommend you to buy the same or similar cooling pad. You now must see a picture. This like a few sticks combined, and this create a good effect. What I mean? First, it's really to transport. It's compact. It's convenient. And this you can adjust and different angles, degrees of how high your laptop will be under table or ground. So it's create below laptop enough cold air to use for cooling. Inbuilt fans use this cold air to use laptop, because main problem with cooling your laptop is because your laptop very close to desk or surface, and air is just don't enough, and heat temperatures is transported to table, and table is transported back to your laptop. So you have like a hot surface, you have a hot laptop, everything hot, don't enough air to cooling that stuff. So I recommend you to buy this type of cooling pad where you have only few sticks, and most of your laptop bottom is open to air, have airflow, have good time and space. Another way I can recommend you what you can to do, how you can improve this cooling pad, is to buy a full size 120 millimeters fan for PC, or find some fan whatever you want, because now we in area where crafting and craftsman's art starting. Because what I do, I buy PC fan, just a standard PC fan, if with high RPM, rotation per minute, and using some tapes and create some connection to these sticks for to the sticks on my laptop pad, and now I have like full size, full power PC fan, which create a cold airflow and cooling below my laptop. So I have like huge amount space below laptop at all, and extra fans that create additional air flow and additionally cooling my laptop below. About effect, I can say that's like decrease your temperature by 1 or maximum 5 degrees by Celsius. That depends which cooler you find, what type of air pad you have, cooling pad you have. But in most cases, it's like 1, 2, 3 degrees. Will be cooler than without this stuff. Coolers, fans for PC is DC, if I'm not mistaken, 12 DC. You need to buy or power brick with 12 DC supply, or you can buy cable which convert 5 DC to 12 DC, so it's not a really big problems with modern technologies to power up this full power PC fan or even more powerful ones. I find different cables with a button where I can just press it and the fan start working, and then I press this stop working. So just find 12 DC power supply and actually buy a fucking fan. And you need to find and buy 3-pin cable to connect this stuff to your supply. So I have a PC fan with 4 pins, but I'm using then cable 3 pins with button, and this cable have 12 DC, so this connected to a power supply. Like you need this stuff. That's not a big problem. Next, what I can really recommend you and really help you in way to cooling your system is to change your thermal interfaces. I test few different and I conclude that best working thermal interface in my case is thermal paste or thermal paste called Honeywell PTM 7950. This really a really good working thermal pads. They very thin, they very good working. I noticed that my temperatures on CPU decrease like 5-10 degrees, and this cooling effects is more faster. Like after I stop working on really demanding applications, temperatures really fast dropping from for example 70 degrees to 40 degrees because before it takes some time, like from 70s and 50s and then 40. Now it's almost instantly. That means that temperature transferring is really fast. And another, I changed thermal pads for GPU memory, for some controllers under cooling system, for you now see at picture thermal putty CX-H 1300s, 13.5 watt meter cubic. I think that's a really good thermal putty. Like I change every stuff you can see now in picture, and this improve temperatures also. This solution, when you change thermal interfaces, really working. I tested. I don't believe, but I test and I see that something changes. Yes, temperature dropping and system working more stable. So let's finish and first, undervolt your CPU and limit CPU power. Second, undervolt your GPU. And third, set up your fan speed for optimal work to prevent any throttling. 4, set up your inbuilt application for your laptop. 5th, buy a normal cooling pad where most of area of your bottom side laptop is opened to air and air circulated. 6, you can craft some type or sort of additional fan and airflow to decrease some temperatures, but don't buy bizarre laptop cooling pads. That's hilarious because it's big, it's cover most of laptop bottom part, air circulating really bad, they're not convenient in transporting, they very loud. I don't know who are you to live with this bizarre thing, this just crazy how loud this shit and how insufficient it. And last and one of the most important, change your thermal interface. For example, for Honeywell PTM 7950 and for same or similar thermal party example CX 1300 with very high watt transferring, heat transferring potential. And now about another part of video about which I promised to talk. It's as you can see, I craft, make some invention maybe. Even this looks like a small PC-like case for a laptop. Let's imagine next situation. You using your laptop as maybe everybody use, with external screen, mouse and keyboard as PC. So I try to make PC case with more fans inside, with big space where air can come to PC parts, laptop parts, and cool it down. I test and I figure out that this stuff didn't work with my laptop because first of all I don't change thermal interfaces before this. Second, I haven't inbuilt fan speed control, and third, I haven't underworld possibility on my laptop. So these three reasons limits invention potential. I think it's a cool idea because you can when you at home you using your laptop as you always use, so you can set up it on a PC style case where you have additional PC cool fans, and heat goes from laptop faster, and cooling process is really faster too. But when you need to go somewhere, you just take your laptop, set back default cover, default back lid, and you're ready to go. I test and measure. I find that in my case, with this custom craft case, custom craft laptop lid big, my laptop just dropped somewhere 5 degrees at maximum. I sure that if we match all requirements which I name in this video today, I think this invention can be useful and have a higher effect on cooling your laptop. But for now it's have two really big disadvantages. First of all, it's not fast removable. You need to screw your back cover and then put it back if you go somewhere. And so second disadvantage is that you need specific laptop which have every function that I mentioned in today's video.